Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So what I'm doing first, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Blistex Lip Medex all over my lips. These are so good. It's a really cooling sensation that it puts on your lips and makes them real soft. So we want to get those prepped. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my primer. This is Femme Couture primer. And I got this from Sally's. It's oil free and it's really good, really cheap as well. I think no more than $6 or $7. Want to go ahead and rub that in, and then I'm getting into my concealer. Color correcting, excuse me. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in orange. Get all that and make sure those hyperpigmentation spots that I have go away. Make sure that face is ready to be slayed. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 335 Classic Tan. I am so thankful for this foundation. Before, I was using I was having to mix foundations. I was having to mix the 330 Toffee and the 355 Coconut together, and I was so aggravating, y'all. Like, oh my god. So I'm so glad they finally have these new shades. Jiggy, hit him with the shoulders. Hey. Just playing around. And you want to make sure you blend that all out with a sponge. And I'm using a Real Technique sponge. Also, I'm using concealers. 2 concealers today. The first concealer I'm putting on is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. And I'm blending that out with a damp Real Technique sponge. Getting that all out, and then I'm also gonna follow that up with the Warm Honey LA Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey, and I like that it gives a brighter effect underneath the eye. What I do to set my under eye concealer, I actually just use a Maybelline Fit Me powder, and that's in 110 Porcelain. That works out well. Now I'm using the Milani bronzer All Over Glow, and it's in the shade Radiant Tan, and I'm using an e.l.f. brush, an e.l.f. complexion brush. It works very well. I could just squeeze it, get right in the hollows of my cheeks and everything. Go ahead and slay those cheekbones. And I like to do the 3 method, where I get around my forehead, underneath my cheeks, and around my jawline, because my face is so chunky right now and my cheeks are just unreal. So I need to chisel those things out, get snatched real quick. And I also like to put it on both sides of my nose as well. To further that contour, I also like to go back in with that Maybelline Fit Me powder in Porcelain 110 and take that with another Real Technique sponge and just drag that underneath the contour, get it nice and sharp and crisp. Very great. And I'm brushing that under eye powder away with a Real Techniques buffing brush. Powder brush, excuse me. And I'm brushing the underneath my contour away, the powder underneath my contour as well. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to powder my whole face, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in 330 Toffee. Works very well. Now time for eyebrows. I'm just using a regular spoolie to brush those eyebrows out. They're looking real trash right now, y'all. Don't judge. And I'm going to take the Milani Dark Brown Pomade, and I'm using the tiny angled brush that came along with it. I really like this stuff. I did have to grow to love it. It was kind of hard for me to manipulate. This is the first time I've used like a pomade. I've always been partial to pencils, so I kind of had to grow to like this a lot. But I really do like it. It makes your brows look very natural, as long as you just have a light hand, because if you go too hard, girl, you will be looking crazy out here, and let me tell you. Now it's time for concealer. I'm using the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette in the deepest color. It's 3CP03 Deep. And I'm taking the darkest brown shade. I mean yeah, it's like a light brown shade that's kind of close to my skin color. And I want to just clean up those brows. I'm such a klutz. And, you know, go ahead, like I said, clean those up. Make sure those are nice and crisp. I'm a perfectionist. And blend those out. Blend it out. For the love of God. Please blend these out, girl. And then I want to spray my face with my trusty Femme Couture Get Locked makeup setting spray. I also got this from Sally's. Perfect, perfect, perfect. To prep my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the MAC False Lashes Mascara in False Black. And I just poked myself in the eye. I don't know what was going on with me to this day, y'all. I don't know what was up. And just go ahead and get that all over the eyes. I really like it. It's not too, you know, overbearing, but it does get your lashes pretty prepped and ready for putting on false lashes. I like it a whole lot. Before the lashes, I want to prep my eyelids, my eyeshadow. And I'm using this LA Colors matte palette in brown tweed. That's the name of the palette, is brown tweed. Y'all, dollar store, like $175, y'all. Please get this. Also, what I like to use on the lid, I'm using my bronzer that I was using earlier to contour. I like using it. It's something simple. It makes the eyes really soft, you know, combined with the other color that I use from the LA Colors palette that I just use in the crease. Makes it look very, very soft. I love it. And now I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner. I'm going to use two today. The first I'm going to use is the NYX Super Skinny Marker in Carbon Black. I just got this from Ulta. I'm still, you know, playing with it a little bit. I do notice that it's not as dark as I would like. That's the only complaint that I think I have about it. I do love the felt tip. It's super, super sturdy. And I don't feel like I mess up a lot easier, and it just works a little bit better. And then the second eyeliner that I want to use on top of that is the Maybelline New York Masterpiece by Eye Studio in black. This one, I'm just using this on top of it because it's darker. And then I want to clean up the eyeliner. I'm going to just go back in with that, in that NYX Conceal, Correct, Contour palette, concealer palette, and clean my eyeliner up. Now I'm going to go ahead and get ready for lashes. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are so natural. I'm really sort of a natural girl when it comes to lashes. I want to get more into, you know, the drastic and glamorous lashes, but I just haven't found any that make me feel comfortable. I don't know. Y'all need to give me some suggestions. Give me some suggestions of some good lashes that I need to try in the comments below, guys. So to make sure that my eyelashes match with the lash line, with the strip lash, excuse me, I'm going to use this Maybelline Voluminous mascara. This is one of my favorites, a oldie but a goodie. It will always get your eyelashes on fleek, y'all. Like, it don't matter if you got little teeny tiny lashes, they will have your eyelashes fleeking. I love it so much. Now my favorite. I'm using highlighters. Time for highlighters. I'm using the ColourPop highlighter in Avalon. I think that's the name. Yeah, Avalon. So beautiful. And I'm just using this fan brush. And I like to get it, you know, on the high points of my cheeks and around my temples, on top, both on top of my eyebrows. And I also love to get it right underneath the eyebrow. Oh my gosh, it just, the light hits it so perfectly, and it's just a good, nice little pop of color there, to get you noticed. Also, I like to put it in the corner of my eyes as well. Get that nice pop of color there, make the eyes pop, especially since it's so, the eyes are so, you know, neutral. I like that little pop. Now it's time for the lips. I wanted to do a bold lip. I don't know. I was just in the mood to do a soft beat with a bold lip. So I'm taking my Night Moth lip liner from MAC, and for my lipstick today, I'm taking NYX. The brand is NYX, and the color is called Covet. I love these little like lippy sticks. These are part of like the Vamp lipsticks that came out a little bit earlier this year. I love them. They're so soft and they work so well. Always want to make sure to clean everything up, get my hair unraveled so I can show you guys the grand masterpiece. Put on some earrings, get right. And here's the finished look. I like it a whole lot. I hope you guys like it too. Very simple, really quick. Anybody can do this. Seriously, anybody can. You know, I'm extra. Gotta spray again. Jig, dance, hey, get it, done, did it, slay, slay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Mwah.